Shalom Evracha, welcome to the weekly Shiur Zera Shimshon. It's Thursday, Parshas Bahaaloscha and Chutz La'aretz Shlach Lecha in Eretz Yisrael, Yud Tes L'Chodesh Sivan Tavshim Pei Vav. We learn Zera Shimshon, besides the Geschmack Sefer that it is, but there's also another gain, as the Zera Shimshon writes in Akdama, that a person that learns his Sefer, he will try to his ability to be able to poil a Yeshua for that individual. And he writes specifically in the area of having children, since he didn't leave over any Zera Shal Kayama, he wanted that people should learn the Sefer Zera Shimshon, and he will be Melech Toiv for those people that learn the Sefer in front of the Kisei HaKavod. And as we know, many stories have been told about people that were Zoichet Yeshuas as a result of learning Zera Shimshon. Parshas Bahaaloscha, we were looking for a piece to give people chizuk, people that are waiting for Yeshua, and many times it's very hard to hold on. There's a lot of years, a lot of despair, a lot of predictions are being said by doctors, by people, and we live in the world of chizuk, of tikva, of hope. In the light of this, I'd like to learn Zera Shimshon Ois Dalet, and I think we can get some chizuk from this incredible piece. And I'll make an introduction. In the end of the Parsha, we learn about the story that Moshe Rabbeinu was looking to appoint 70 new dayanim. And the way he did it was, every shevet had to give 6 candidates, 6 people, and they all were standing there. Moshe Rabbeinu made a goyrol, and he put in 72 pieces of paper into this into the box, and every shevet took out 6, and the 2 that were missing weren't able to become Nevi'im. They got a blank piece of paper. That's how it went. So every shevet put in 6 pieces of paper, and their candidates went and took it out. And the ones that got the blank piece of paper, which was only 2, because 6 times 12 is 72, those people were told, okay, you're not a candidate. Who are those 2 people? They were Eldad and Medad. And Eldad and Medad got the message that they got the blank piece of paper. They were not candidates, and they won't be Nevi'im. But the pasuk says, nevertheless, Vatanach Aleim Haruach, they got Nevuah. And they started to say very interesting things. They spoke about Moshe Meis, Vishua Machnis, Moshe Rabbeinu is going to pass away. The other one spoke about Lechemes Goygi Mogoig. And the question is, what's going on over here? If they were given the blank piece of paper, they were not Nevi'im, so why did they get Nevuah? That's the kasha Zera Shimshon going to ask, but I'll be makdim. Who were Eldad and Medad? The Targum Yonis Ben Israel tells us Eldad and Medad were half brothers of Moshe Rabbeinu. When Amram separated himself from Yocheved, he divorced his wife because Amram said it's pointless to have children. They'll anyway be thrown into the Nile, into the Yamsuf, because Pari decreed, Kol habein hayilad ha'oret hashlichu. So Amram said, if that's the case, we are getting divorced. And he divorced the Heilige Yocheved. But Yocheved said, I have a mitzvah to bring children into this world, and I'm not gonna stop just because it looks bleak, and it looks dark, and it looks like it's not possible to be able to have surviving children. She went and she married an Etzafon ben Pardoch, and she had 2 Heilige Kinder, Eldad and Medad. And then Yocheved goes, marries Amram again, and they had Moshe Rabbeinu. So Eldad and Medad were half brothers to Moshe Rabbeinu. With this in mind, let's learn this piece of Zera Shimshon, and maybe we'll understand why Eldad and Medad were zoiche to a madrega that nobody else had, because they came from an act of no despair, of understanding. We are not intimidated by predictions. We're not intimidated by gzeras. We do what we have to do, and we are b'teich and eibishter. That's the Akdam, and now let's learn a few lines here in Ois Dalet in Zera Shimshon Devarim Niskovim V'Nifloim. Ikasha HaKasha, says the Zera Shimshon Ois Dalet, the fourth paragraph. I don't understand the whole system. Why does every Shevet have to give 6 candidates to be Dayanim? You know what you should do, Moshe Rabbeinu? Go around Klal Yisrael, find the most suitable 70 people, and they should be the Nevi'im. That's what they did. Why does it have to go that every Shevet has the right to put forward their 6 people, and that caused potential aggravation, Agmas Nefesh? 2 people won't be a candidate. What's the understanding of this? V'yesh Shloima. Turning over the page here in my printed page, Reish Yud, the 3rd paragraph. Lefi shemispa shivim hu mispa chashav ma'od. Number 70 is a critical number. As we find in Chazal, there's shivim umois, 70 nations. The shivim sarim, there's 70 ministers in Shemayim. The shivim malachim, 70 angels, hasev meskisei hakovod. What's the number 70? The heim sheva. The number 70 is really 7, with each one has a koich of 10. Kol echad kol me'aseh, she klalos kol ha-koiches elyonim. Everything revolves around number 7. The world's created in 7 days. There's shiva koich veleches. 7 is koil of the whole bria. And each one of the 7 has in it 10 koiches, which correspond the 10 spheres, as we know. But number 7, that's expanded by 10. V'shuvim nefesh yard Mitzrayim. We were 70, we went down to Mitzrayim. Neged shuvim sorim. We had to be a number 70. Klal Yisrael consists with number 70. That's one koich we have, is the number 70. Va'af hamispa yud beis. The number 12 shvatim is also critical. Neged yud beis mazolos. There's 12 mazolos, different koiches, and we have corresponding to that yud beis shvatim. We have 12 months a year. And then we have Yud Beis Tzrufei Shem Yuchad. Hashem's name can be written in 12 combinations. 4 letters, and it can be written 12 ways. So we have a koich of 70, and we have a koich of 12. We are appointing people that they are going to get nevuah. We're going to bring down this shefa me'atzina shaloi dafke. We're going to bring out in the different channels that we have through the koiches of Yud Beis Shvatim. We're going to be mashpia into the 70. V'lokach mikol shevet b'shaveh. Every shevet has its channel, its tzinoir, its pipe to get its shefa, and that shevet is going to bring down nevuah. We had 12 stones. Each stone had in it 6 letters. Comes out 12 times 6 is 72. That's why the number 72 means the combination of the 12 shvatim with the 6 letters of each one. That brings this koyach of I am Beis. In Cain, that's why we had to have the number 70 plus we have to have another 2 because each shevet has to give 6. If that's the case, so why don't you have 72 Zakanim, 72 Nevi'im? Moshe Rabbeinu is looking for 70 or 72. He put in, every shevet gave 6, which makes 72, but you're only using 70. Why didn't you use 72? Yeah, Shloima Shesoides and Hedin Shivim. It's 70. Aval Hoya Moshe al Gebeim. We have 72. We have Moshe on top of them. Shivim ve'echad. Va'akadosh Baruch Hu al Moshe al Kulam. Then you have the Eibishter. He is number 72. And that is the Shema Chesed. Chesed Gematria is 72. And this is the highest point of this number is the Eibishter himself. Nimtza, we have 72. By having each shevet gives 6 and 2 don't get, then we have 70 from people, then we have Moshe Rabbeinu, and we have the Eibishter. Ulakach, Mispar Ayin, 70 of those Nevi'im, of those Akanim, they got Nevuah in Moshe. Because Moshe Rabbeinu could give his Nevuah to 70. Shagadol Shavas Hedrin, he is the highest in the Hedrin. He can give them for his Nevuah. Av Oisam Hashem and Esharim, those 2 that were left, also have potential Koyach Nevuah. but not for Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu can't give them nevuah because one corresponds Moshe himself, and one corresponds to Eibishter, which is above Moshe. Because he is the same Madrega. The second one is Neged Ashkina Asher Eleim. And that's also Efsha. That's why you have to have 70 that got nevuah from Moshe. Then you had 2 that got nevuah in the Madrega of Moshe and from the Eibishter. And that's why these Heilige 2 Nevi'im, called Eldad and Medad, they were saying nevuah that were above the other ones. They got the blank slip. But the blank piece of paper means that you are above the other 70. You are the 71, 72, corresponding Moshe, corresponding the Shechina. V'nicha hashta, take it from Yad. What was their nevuah? Their be'inyan misasa shel Moshe. They said Moshe Meis, because he was in place of Moshe. There, you can talk about the time when Moshe won't be here. He is in the place of Moshe. They also send nevuah about Goygi Magog. What's Goygi Magog? That will be the end of time. Hashem will be the king, which means Hashem Echad Shmai Echad. That's nevuah corresponding number 72, which corresponding to Abish himself. Goygi Magog is Gematria 70. And Hashem says, Gedalti v'skadashti al kol ha'amim. That's the Madrega of Eldad and Medad, that they said nevuah about things that were neged to the Eibush himself. That's 71 and 72. So this is how the system worked. Every Shevet gave 6 candidates, because we had to get to 72, but 70 will get nevuah from Moshe, the 2 got nevuah from the Eibush, and 1 got from Eibush in place of Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Mes Yeshua Machnis. This is the koyach that Klal Yisrael have, to have a koyach of Shem Mayim Beis. And it was Eldad and Medad that they got the nevuah, that Shehem is Stavim Behem B'machne. Dvarim Neflam Adam Oil, and he continues in this vein to explain the name Eldad, the name Medad, with Dvarim Amukim V'nefloim V'neiroim. But I would add, as we began, Eldad and Medad was zeicher to this Madrega, above everybody else, because they lived they stemmed from an action that Yecheva did of no yish. She says, I'm not afraid, I'm not intimidated. She lived in the world of Hashem Echad Ushmoi Echad. I rely on the Eibishter and the Eibishter only. Para Melech Mitzrayim can say this decree. It can look on the surface, it's dangerous, it doesn't look very hopeful, but I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. And therefore she says, if that's the case, I'm going to go forward. And she gave birth to these 2 Heilige Tzadikim, Eldad and Medad, that they were above the whole world. When we take chizuk from this, to live in the world of no yish, of hope, against all odds, then Yitzhem, every single Yiddish couple will be zeicher to Zara Chayal V'Kayama, healthy, gesunte children that will be a source of nachas to them, to the families, and most importantly, to the Eibishter. Zechusay Agadol V'Akadosh Yagan Aleinu. The Surah is Tov. A good Shabbos.